local all morning. The Fox 61 Morning News starts now.
Right now at 6, stolen in seconds. What police in one town are reminding car owners not to do after this incident over the weekend.
And tragedy in Waterbury, 2 people killed in less than a day outside of 2 local businesses. We are live with what we know this morning.
Polio concerns rise across the Empire State. What was found that's sounding the alarm? Good morning, sunshine. 6 o'clock on a Monday morning. We hope you're having a great start to this fresh week. Thank you for waking up with us here on Fox 61. I'm Symphony Privet.
I'm Keith McGilvery. Tim and Erica enjoying some well-deserved time off as we get a first look at the forecast. We're taking a live look this morning over the capital city of Hartford. And of course, that is Mohegan Sun. A beautiful shot there, back and well rested for a week of adventures, 6 to 11 a.m. Meteorologist Matt Scott. It was a beautiful,
wasn't it?
Couple of days we had for sure.
Yes, I was at Mystic for their art festival yesterday. Just good vibe because great weather. The humidity has been on hold for the last couple of days, and it's going to stay that way as we head back to work. Good to have you along. Still feeling quite comfy out there, although the one downer to the forecast is that we've been kind of banking on some rain for tomorrow into Wednesday. That opportunity is getting lower and lower as we get closer and closer to the midweek. Heat and humidity on hold for now. That will change. We'll talk about it coming up. 59 degrees in Hartford, 63 New Haven, our lucky 61 in Groton. Your dew points are very comfortable this morning. Open window weather. I haven't had my AC on in a couple of days. I hope you've been saving some money on the electric bill too. Cloud and radar picture is fine. There's a very light wind out of the south, a little rain off over, let's call it Amish country in southeastern Pennsylvania over into parts of Maryland. That will miss us to the south. The guidance showing you some really nice weather as we continue to have this touch of fall in the forecast. Temperatures getting into the low to mid 80s. A couple more clouds in the afternoon, but nothing you can't handle and nothing producing any rain. And maybe that's the problem. We could use always a little more to stave off drought issues. We'll talk about that in the 7-day coming up. Let's go to the roads right now. Lauren Zenzi with a look at traffic. Good morning to you in blue today.
Good morning to you, Matt. Hey, we match. There we go.
Yeah. Got that anchor chi going on.
Yes. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, everyone. 6:02 here, almost 6:03 in the Fox 61 CTDOT Traffic Center. We've been following this tractor trailer fire that happened in the late hours of last night, and it's still going on through the early morning hours. Traffic moving at about 8 miles an hour, but the highway, as you can see by the purple right there, it is still shut down. This is the southbound side of I-91 between exits 42 and 44, causing a huge backup in this area. Definitely avoid this at all costs if you can. You could always take 140 to Route 5. You could take 159 if you have to, because it is still shut down due to that investigation. This was a tractor trailer fire, like I said, that happened in the late hours of last night. Moving on throughout the rest of the state, not looking too bad overall for our morning commute now that construction is cleaned up. As you're approaching the Mixmaster, traffic is moving freely on the east and westbound side of I-84. Out in Plainville, I-84 east and westbound looking just fine. And down in Fairfield County, as of right now, you are crystal clear to go for your morning commute. Norwalk and Stamford, I-95 north and southbound moving freely. We'll continue to check in all morning long with updates on that crash out in East Windsor. But for now, guys, I'll send things back over to you. Good morning.
Thank you, Lauren. 6:03, we've got some breaking news right now. Lawyers for WNBA basketball star Brittney Griner have filed an appeal against her 9-year Russian prison sentence for drug possession. Griner was convicted earlier this month after she was arrested in February for carrying vape canisters containing cannabis oil that was found in her luggage. Griner was in Russia because she played for a women's basketball team there during the off-season for the WNBA. I'm back here at home. It was a violent weekend for the city of Waterbury, where 2 homicides happened in less than 24 hours.
We are on top of the details for you this morning. Fox 61's Julia LeBlanc with a breakdown from Waterbury. Julia, what have we learned?
Hi, good morning to you both. Both of these shootings happening outside of 2 local businesses here in the city. One of them happening at a restaurant, the other one right here outside of this nightclub, the Salsa Tropical Social Club here on Watertown Ave in Waterbury. You can see right there some candles and balloons from a vigil they held yesterday for the owner of this club, who police say was killed on Saturday. So let's walk you through what happened. Waterbury police responded right here to this parking lot for reports of shots fired just after 11 p.m. on Saturday. That is when they found 51-year-old Dennis Santos, the owner of the club, who they say was shot in the parking lot and then transported to the hospital before police got there. He was pronounced dead less than an hour later. Police say a fight happened outside the club involving several people, but their suspect that they have found and charged with murder, among other things, is 44-year-old Ramon Rodriguez.
We're confident that Ramon Rodriguez is the shooter and responsible for the murder of Santos.
Now, this wasn't the only homicide happening in the Brass City. Just hours earlier, also on Saturday, Waterbury police responded to Mikey's Jamaican restaurant on East Main Street for another shots fired call. That's where they found 28-year-old Sebastian Oliveria lying on the ground outside the store. He was sent to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Now, police say a fight happened just outside of the restaurant between the victim and the owner of the store. That's 61-year-old Michael Anderson. Police say Anderson pulled out a gun and shot Oliveria. Anderson has since been charged with murder and unlawful discharge of a firearm.
2 homicides back to back is a lot of strain on a department. Frankly, any department. It's difficult.
Now, both of these homicides having a pretty big impact on the community. Earlier, when we were standing here right outside of the nightclub, someone came over and was sad to learn about the news of the owner being killed. And in both cases, Waterbury police are still investigating. They need your help. If you have any information, please call them. We are live here in Waterbury. Julia LeBlanc, Fox 61 News.
All right, Julia, we will check back in with you again at 7 a.m. Thanks so much. 7 past the hour, take you to Watertown, where a person who left their car running while going into a local store had it stolen, and authorities say just 7 seconds this all went down. Security footage to share with you this morning. Police saying this all unfolded Sunday at the Shell gas station on Straits Turnpike. A black Nissan Altima stolen here. We're told the keys were left inside the vehicle while the driver went inside the store. And again, police saying this happened in just seconds. Still no word yet on whether that car has been recovered. And once again, police reminding people to never leave your keys in the car unattended, even if it's just for a moment here. Make sure to lock your car if you are not inside it. They're reporting there has been a, quote, drastic increase in stolen motor vehicles throughout the town and in the area.
In Cheshire early Sunday morning, we're learning a person died in a single car crash in the area of Diamond Hill Road and South Meriden Road. Police say this happened around 5 a.m. Responding officers say the driver died before they got to the scene. Roads in the surrounding area were closed for several hours. Happening today, a woman is expected to appear in court accused in a strange burglary that ended in her arrest and 2 people bitten early Saturday morning. Now, police say 21-year-old Ashley Schultz of Naugatuck is accused of entering a home on Park Avenue, thinking it was their friends, and began drinking alcohol from the fridge. Now, police say when Schultz bit an officer and an EMT when they later found her in that area. She's facing multiple charges this morning. And happening today, Connecticut's Attorney General will question insurance companies over requests for health insurance rate hikes. It's expected to happen at 9 this morning during an informational meeting of the state's insurance department. It's not yet clear on what he's expected to ask them, but his office says the questions will be centered on the double-digit rate hike requests.
We want to turn now to the latest this morning on the spread of monkeypox, that virus. The CDC reporting more than 11,000 confirmed cases in the United States. In Connecticut, we now have 59 confirmed cases, just checking the CDC map before we went on air. There are currently 20 different places to receive a vaccine, but supplies there are limited to people who have a higher chance for exposure here. You also have to be 18 or older to get one. And as those cases spread, the World Health Organization now asking the public to propose new names for the virus. For weeks, the WHO has been criticized over the name monkeypox, with some saying it has racist connotations and creates a stigma toward the illness. The organization says it was creating an open forum to accept suggestions for a new name. The WHO has already renamed 2 variants of the virus. The variant formerly known as Congo Basin will now be referred to as Clade 1 or 1, and the West African variant will be known as Clade 2 or 2.